We're doing it like this. We're going to do a movie review. I know this movie came out a long time ago, but I got to talk about it because y'all undersold. Y'all did not do a good job of telling me that I needed to rush to the theaters and watch this damn film. I am so surprised that more people have not been talking about how great a movie A Long Walk actually is. In the last, let's call it decade, I probably cried a handful of times. This movie had me up in them seats in the dark, shedding hot, real tears. Also, there's something to be said about the relevance of this film to our modern society. Not to say that we've got a one-to-one comparison. When I watched this film partway through, I went, we are closer towards the cataclysmic event, the war, whatever it is that happened to them. We're near the beginning of that for ourselves. So it gets scary and it adds that much more punch to this film as you watch it unfold and go, wow, what is it? What is our society going to look like? What is it that we're going to have to deal with from the effects of what we're seeing with this current administration? Let's start with this, right? The basic premise of this is based off a Stephen King novel, A Long Walk. 50 or so boys can volunteer to go on a walk. Now, this walk, if you survive, promises a large sum of money and the granting of one wish. However, of the 50 so odd boys, only one can survive. The rules, real simple. You have to walk, maintain a pace of 3 miles per hour, and you can't ever stop. If you stop, you get a warning. 3 warnings, your ticket is up. Literally says your ticket will be punched. That means you get a bullet to the head. Step off the pavement or the road, the designated path, you get a ticket. That's automatic bullet to the head. If you got to take a leak, if you got to explode some things at your bowel, you better do it while maintaining a 3 mile per hour pace or before you get to your 3rd warning, or that's right, you get a ticket. If you break an ankle, and let me tell you something, it does happen in this movie, you better walk on it and you better maintain a 3 mile per hour pace or you guessed it, you get a ticket. If you get ran over by a tank, why am I bringing it up? It might be relevant to the movie. That's right. You better crawl at a 3 mile per hour pace or you're getting a ticket. The strength of this movie is in the performances. Man, let me tell you something. Let's look up this individual. Y'all got to see this man's face because I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. This guy right here, David Johnson, this brother is a legitimate out-and-out star. This dude absolutely steals the screen. I imagine watching him is what it was like to watch Denzel when he first came out. The aura that this man brings to the role. Every time he speaks, your eyes are drawn towards him. This guy carries this film on his back. Let me tell you something. It's not an easy feat to steal scenes from some of the other actors on here because everybody is great in their own right. But he did it in Alien Romulus. He does it again here. This is your glue for everything unfolds. This is the character that is not necessarily your guiding light or North Star, but he provides a voice of reason for a lot of the actions that are occurring. He's the one that gets you motivated when you feel like you're at the end of the rope. He's the one that provides that helping hand when people want to give up. He's the one that's also going to keep it real with you and let you know, boys, I'm here for you, but one of us is going to make it. He's the one that's got the best line.
Yeah, it took me a while to realize the truth of this. This is walk or die.
Watch out for this man. If we are allowed to continue to have free expression and films and things that move and matter, this is the dude you want leading the charge. He is poised to take over Hollywood. I cannot say enough about how great this guy is on the big screen. But he's not the only one. You have another lead in Cooper Hoffman who plays your more innocent, I say innocent in that everybody wants to speak to him, everybody gets along with him, but he's got a mission in mind. He's got a particular wish, and this wish is based in vengeance. But he also does a good job of balancing out David Johnson's character. These two and their relationship as it evolves, seeing them from the beginning to the end and where they go and being the person that leans on each other. David Johnson's character, Peter, wants a brother. More so than anything else, he's lived a very hard life that has given him a very positive way of viewing the world. Everything has an upside because of how hard his life has been. Cooper, who plays Garrity, is an individual that had a more relative normal experience. And I say normal in that it seems like everybody who volunteers for this comes from a poor family. But 2-parent household, got to see things, experience things, warmth, safety, maybe not necessarily food, and then has all of that kind of stripped away from him, which pushes him out the door in trying to make a change. But that change is rooted in vengeance, is rooted in revenge, and Peter has to be the kind of guy to remind him that there's more to fight for than just wanting murder or having vengeance on the heart. Y'all, I don't want to spoil this movie, even though it's been out for so long, and I'm hoping it's still in a theater near y'all. watch this film just to see these two play off each other. If this isn't a shining example of all that ish that outside forces try to force on us, if this isn't a message of unity and regardless of your background coming together and loving your fellow man, I don't know what else is. That is really what the star beacon of this film is. Seeing these two relationship, caring for a person that you don't even really know, who come from a different life experience than you, but still wanting them to do better, still wanting them to place one foot in front of the other. Although you know only one of you can survive, still putting effort into a relationship and doing everything in your power to see that person continue to survive. Again, I shed tears twice. 2 moments got me in just the emotionalness of it, in the purity of seeing individuals, young men, sacrifice so much for individuals who they knew at some point were going to have to die. And that's also the dread that sits on your heart. As the characters grow closer, you grow closer to them. They all do a great job of making you love them, even the ones that aren't necessarily good. And it's no good or bad. It's just characters, expressing the frustration of this situation of being forced to live in a world where the only way to survive is to participate in this terrible event where there are literal spectators watching these boys die. Go watch A Long Walk. If you have seen it, let me know what your thoughts were, what stuck out to you, and why you did not recommend this to me sooner. Josh GLW, and I'll talk to you about another movie later.